What's going on, guys? This is the Super Skom Show, episode 8. My name is DJ
Yo,
Superstar.
I'm Skom Brady.
Special guest.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah. So the way we start our show off, we do a who, what, when, where, why. So you kind of cover the who. So what do you do?
Hell yeah. Fine.
And how long have you been doing? Well, I think the longest thing you've been doing is your music. So how long have you been doing music?
Definitely doing 16, just through my 20s, just trying to figure out what I really want to do with it and living, just learning like how to live, but also make music and then just having fun with it. Because I don't want to lose the joy for it. So, sometimes I feel like I do put my foot on the gas, but you do have to live life as well to be a great artist. So I had to start traveling and doing different stuff and meeting new people and just get an experience so I can just talk about stuff. And so it's been a serious grind, Pat Brady grind, probably maybe almost close to like 10 years.
And where are you from?
DC, Southeast DC, born and raised, still here in DC. So yeah, just holding it down, man. And music, and shout out to rest in peace, Spinrilla. Me and Sue, we went
Facts.
crazy. We went crazy on. We did a legendary run on Spinrilla. I definitely can say we was like just dropping so much music, man. So that's when music was really fun. When we was just like just dropping. Like the probably the funnest times for me in music when we was just dropping. I was just would hit her up like just hey, I was like boss, hey, I got a track. I'm trying to spotlight. She like all right, bet send it over, bet.
Every time. The same line.
Set it over back. So I definitely missed that Spinrilla era like that, just that mixtape era. It was just fun, man. Most of my like even fan base from that Spinrilla era, to be honest.
You was running numbers, and that's a fact. And just to highlight real quick, Pap was never afraid to spend that bag either. I want to
So
highlight that for artists that are watching our show and are just coming on. Listen, it's more than just making music and putting it out and thinking that you're going to be Drake overnight. There is a lot of time, effort, money, connections that goes into this shit. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
I
Um,
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
of course. And the last question that we have to conclude our intro is why do you do what you do?
Everything I do at the end of the day, from just living my life, music, YouTube, working hard, just anything, I just want to just let people see that, God is real through how I move. You dig what I'm saying? And how I think and how I put out my energy. So that's just really why I do what I do, just to give God the glory when I do. And just to show people just the grind, man, in spite of whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like you gotta spend money, you gotta really put all your all into it, but at the same time you gotta also focus on being a better version of yourself as well. Which I learned over the years of just being an artist, like just how you really, if you don't have your mind together on certain aspects, you can really get thrown into a lot of things you don't understand just off just not being a better version of yourself. So I just think over the years, like I just been trying to do that as well, which is I think is harder than making music because I can go write a song easily, but if I can mentally make myself better, I think that's a little harder for me. So I like that. I started liking that challenge, and it's made me a better artist since then. I think so.
Love that. All right. Scott, let's go ahead and get it off your chest for the week. What do you got to get off your chest and let the people know?
All right, well, my get off the chest for this week is don't mix your friends. Well, a lot of the times I could mess up a lot of good situations for you by thinking, yo, I should, my homie from over here. No, don't do it. Your nighttime friends and your daytime friends separate. Your party friends, your hood friends separate. Your school friends, your business separate, bro. Facts. Don't mix the two.
Why is that though? Like, what? Did you have a specific situation that just was like, nah, I shouldn't have mixed this together, bro?
Combination of that, and I've seen a lot of shit went to turmoil by mixing the wrong two combination of people. And like recently, I seen it on stream. Rod, I don't know if y'all familiar with Rod. He's from Philly. He's a streamer, and he had his homegirl on one of his streams and shit. And Funny Mike was there, and they were just clashing, and it made it so awkward. And I was like, "See, this is why you don't mix your friends. You can't sometimes, like, to an extent, not all the time. Sometimes it's beautiful, but it's a slim chance. You feel me? Where, but you should know who your friends are too.
Yeah. I feel like I have the only time I've ever had an issue combining my friends is when I'm introducing two friends that are too similar to each other. They'd be the ones to clash.
I can see that. Yeah.
But I believe having the right people around you and having big things, like when I had my going away party before I moved from Boston, like that was a good time because it was
Right.
it was appropriate to bring all those people together. You feel me? I wasn't just like, come through and let's get lit and, bring everybody. No, like this was like, we were there with purpose, act accordingly, and it was a good time. So,
Yeah, for sure.
It depends. Like, only time I really mix my friends, to be honest with you, is my birthday, because that's when I can catch them all. Because it kind
yeah,
of
see
like,
purpose.
yeah, like I catch them
Oh,
all. I catch
for
them all,
sure.
get everybody lit, and then everybody vibe. I only need you to vibe for that one night.
Yeah.
After that, I don't give a fuck what y'all do. Sometimes they
Word.
follow each other. I tag them. They no look. I'm dead serious. Like
Yeah.
that happened with my homie. We went out for my birthday this year. We ended up just going to different spots, and he's an influencer on Instagram. I end up tagging my boy, and then now they follow each other. He like, yeah, your boy funny as a mug on Instagram, but now my boy got another, follower,
Yeah.
somebody following his
Yeah.
thing, his
Right.
movement. So it definitely depends. You feel what I'm saying? And the
For sure.
personalities, like with the streaming world, that I don't
Hmm.
watch it like on Twitch, but I
Yeah.
catch all the clips. It
For
Yep.
sure.
definitely they be wanting to go up on that joint. So
Sure.
you never know when you gonna catch the energy where he might be chilling or he might like
Right.
you gonna be a part of my clip today.
Right. 100%. 100%. For
Yeah,
So
sure.
I agree with that. All right. So we'll get into our questions for you. And then after that, we'll kind of dive back in and talk more about general topics. But we want to, obviously talk about you. And let's start with, how did you come up with the name for your podcast? For those who haven't tapped in, tell a little bit about your podcast and what it's about.
this was 2000, maybe 19. I had my boy Tonio Tone. That's my dog, man. We went to high school together, and we are two different people. Like, I was just like in the mix. Tone wasn't. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I could just say it straight like that. He like playing games. He was into comics. You know what I'm saying? But the thing we came together on was Gucci Man, because he's in
Hmm.
my gym class, but for some reason, his wild ass was hip to all the Gucci I was hip to. I'm like, you be knowing all the stuff I be knowing. He like, yeah, like
Yeah.
I rock with Gucci. But, we just didn't be on the same page because I played the game, but not like him. You feel what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
was into certain things like him. But I like movies. I grew up, my mom had me on movies young. So maybe around, I think Infinity War came out with Endgame. Infinity War came out. I love Marvel, so then Endgame came out, and I put it on my. I think I was tweeting about it. I was like, man, Endgame was trash. I was like, I didn't like it. It wasn't good. It was a waste of time. And then he kind of responded, and then I was like, we should just make a YouTube video one day just talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And so I went over his house, we got high, and then we just made a video and made Marvelous Blunts. And we didn't have a name for it at first, but I was like, what you got? And then we was like, we wanted to be something with Marvel, and then we started getting high, and then he was like Marvelous Blunts, and we kind of came to the same page on that, and then we started just reviewing shows and Marvel stuff and video games and everything. And then I kind of just took the torch since he kind of passed the torch on to me. And then I kind of just been holding it down and trying to just make something, kind of do the YouTube thing because I do reactions. You know what I'm saying? I like that. But also I like the live discussions, which I'm going to invite y'all. I've done one with Boss Lady one time. Definitely going to get y'all on Marvelous. Same type of format, talking about, just everything.
Yeah.
And
For
then,
sure.
reviewing movies, doing that heavy. So I ended up making a community out of some of my peoples, and we go to link up in DC or Maryland or Virginia to go see movies, then review them. So
That's love.
I'm just trying
Facts.
to do something different outside of my music. And then also, I want to make it a big point to show my personality outside of my music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, like I said, my top 5 movies. I love what is it? What's my first favorite movie? Blow. Then we got
Mm-hmm.
Donnie Brasco. Then we got what's my third joint? Rush Hour 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then I like Age of Ultron, Marvel, and then I like Star Wars Episode 3. So I done seen a lot of stuff. So
Yeah.
Versatile.
yeah,
Yeah.
entertainment is my thing, and I think that's kind of like how my music goes too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That living that life. So that's how the podcast got started with Marvin's Blends. Then we smoked, of course. You know what I'm saying? We smoked. So that was a part of everything, and we just been trying to just build it up for like maybe been about 4 years now, and I just been seeing the slow progress. It's a slow grind. Like I remember when I had zero nothing, and now we had 319, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm
Uh,
Yeah.
saying? Because it was off the strength of just putting out videos and people getting the responses where I like something and I'm not as hip as in the nerd community to something and they spanking me in the comments. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm just
Yeah.
like, hey, it's what I know. It's what I feel. It's
yeah.
Right.
what I feel and my take from it, and that's the exciting part from it. Or just talking about the social media aspect when Kiki Palmer was wilding with her baby father that time. Me and my god sister did a pod about that. That went kind of big. So
That's love.
it's just seeing what I can just do besides just rap music. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's what it really is with that. But it's been a bit good, great grind though.
Yeah. Sounds like you're
Word.
creating content just as a whole, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%, 100%.
So since you fuck with Marvel heavily, who's your top five favorite Marvel characters?
Top 5, number 1, definitely Spider-Man. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like, gotta be. That's like the first thing I got. My mother got me the spray, the web
Yep.
thing.
I know exactly what you're talking
I
about.
started
Right.
unloading at Granny house. She was like,
Yeah.
"Nah, that's it, that's it. Look, that's it." I never saw
Yeah.
that toy again after Christmas. Um,
Yeah.
but just Spider Man, then definitely number 2, Ant Man.
Mhm.
I like the movies
Mhm.
for Ant Man, but then
I do too.
but the once one I went and grabbed the comic. That was the first comic I got as an adult. Was an Ant Man
Word.
comic, and it was just talking about like how he was just struggling, trying to keep up with his life and being a fugitive and having a daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like that's and he just having to do what he had to do to really
Yeah.
be successful where he was. That was kind of deep to me. Then we go number 3, Iron Man. That was the
Hmm.
first Marvel movies I ever saw. Second Marvel movie ever I saw besides X-Men. So I really like Robert Downey Jr. What he did with that character, him being a crash out and just spinning that into some. Now that man's worth like 80 million a movie. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Word.
I
Word.
like that story. Kind of got hooked to that. The last 2 or 3, definitely will be Thor.
Hmm.
I love Thor. This the
Mhm.
God aspect of it, the Greek aspect of it. I like that. He's in the Greek mythology as well, so he kind of ties in too. Captain America, once again,
Mhm.
another Marvel character that I saw on screen and I fell in love with. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, he kind of dope. Went and grabbed the comic myself. So I think that what is that? Spider Man, Ant Man, Thor, Iron Man, Cap. That's my top 5. Yep.
I like that. That's a good top five.
What about y'all though? What's y'all? Just give me y'all. What's up with y'all?
I'm a
I
DC person.
I can respect
I don't
that though.
know.
I can respect that though. That's how Tone, my boy
Yeah.
Tone is. He liked Marvel, but he loved DC though.
Word.
I feel like I'm not like super tapped into like Marvel and DC, but like I do watch like the movies. And
Yeah.
for me, like Ant-Man and Captain America, those were good movies. A lot of people, I feel like they shit on them, and I'm like, those were such good movies.
Right.
They make you almost like the underrated character. Like Ant-Man,
Yeah,
like if you would have said that as a kid, they would have been like, lame, you know? Like
yeah.
lame.
I'll go Blade, Black Panther, Spider Man, X Men. That's it.
That's
Those are
tough.
the only Marvel characters I fuck with.
That's
That's
tough. And it had tough movies too. Like Blade was tough. Blade was tough.
Blade saved Marvel.
Single handedly. And that was like a joint that was coming on TV like all the
Yeah,
time. That
facts,
and X-Men. Cause that was
facts.
the first movie I
Yeah,
saw
facts.
ever was X-Men. My little sister, I think no, take that back. Take that back. The first PG-13 movie my mother let me see alone, like not 13, was
Yeah,
Spider-Man. The first one with
Hmm.
Tobey Maguire. She's like, all
yeah.
right, I'm about to go
That was
see this
hard.
movie. I need you to duck. I need you. You can go step in Spider Man. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. So Spider Man and then X Men. Watching that with my
Hmm.
little sister at my grandma's house. I watched everything at my grandma's house because we ain't had cable. So when we went to Granny house, she had cable. We on Fox. We
Word.
watched everything. X
Yeah.
Men took over my. That was a movie for Marvel too. But Spider
Yeah.
Man, X Men, like you said, was my first like introduction to like Marvel anything. And you
Yeah.
know, DC Batman, of
Yeah.
course, Batman.
Yeah.
Batman
Yeah.
was Batman.
Yeah.
Do you think Marvel movies have been lackluster the past couple years?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's always look, if you go on Marvel's Bunch right now, the main thing, like I said, that was the thing that started Marvelous Blunts was in-game trash. We talking about the other movies, we go through, COVID and stuff, and everything that changed everything. I will admit that. That changed
Yeah.
everything.
Sure
But
did.
phase 4 and 5 Marvel, oh my God. Me and my boy just did a stream last night for Ironheart. Shout out to Ironheart. That was a great show. Y'all should check that out.
Yeah.
Um, we were going over last night. We just like, bro, the last 2 years, 4 years, movies have been trash. Like I'm talking about garbage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the quality has been bad because it's been an oversaturation of it. Like they just keep trying to push it, and that's why I'm interested. I don't know, Scum, you gonna see if you gonna watch Superman. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying?
Yeah.
Um,
For sure.
I'm interested to check that out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? See what they gonna do. What you think about Superman? What you ready for that?
There's been
It's
a
the
lot of
thing.
controversy about it today.
Yeah. Yeah. But I like the way they be like they switch the character every so often. So I just want to see what this one does. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay, okay. I can dig that.
Because it's literally, if I don't know where they're going with this too much. Because I'm more of a Batman type of nigga. Because Superman's cool now, like yeah, he's cool. I get it. I mean, you're Superman. I get it. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I want to see if it's a little bit darker. Because I'm still waiting on a Bizarro movie. You know what I mean? But
The slow Superman, no funding. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 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 yeah. The slow.
yeah. All right. So who do you think is the best and the worst characters in Marvel, the whole Marvel universe?
The best character.
Yeah.
If we talking
Your
about the
opinion.
if I'm gonna include films just for me, cause like that's heavy, like the entertainment aspect. I
Yeah.
think the best MCU character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, of course, hands down, is gonna be Iron Man.
Okay.
Just the way you really thought that Iron
Yeah.
Man
Yeah.
was like Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Facts.
when you
Yeah.
Facts.
see him, you like, oh, that's Tony Stark. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
anytime you
Facts.
see him, um, he brought this presence from the comic that is his real personality. So it kind of just worked out.
Mm,
You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like how he's an alcoholic, you know what I'm saying? He's very arrogant. And that's
Yeah.
what I liked about Ironheart. Spoiler alert for anybody. I thought she was the girl version of that. You know what I'm saying? She kind of
Oh, she's not.
she's very arrogant.
Oh,
she's very arrogant, like Tony
yeah.
Stark.
Okay.
But the worst character, I would definitely say, because how she was depicted, She-Hulk. That show, I was
Oh,
so hyped for that
yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Next
That's
thing you know, I'm seeing Meg Thee Stallion and She-Hulk twerking. And I'm like, what are we watching? Where are we at? What
yeah.
we doing? What we doing,
Bruh.
y'all? So
Bruh.
I would definitely say the worst.
Damn. Yeah. That's real. No funny shit. That's real.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
once I got to that point, that's when I started to feel exhausted. I was like, all
yeah,
right,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
keeping
yeah,
up with all these shows. We were reviewing every show. We were having fun.
yeah.
She-Hulk was the first show where we just killed every episode, crying, laughing every week. And I was like, man, I don't know. I was like, I don't know if I can do this, but I will say, I
Yeah.
will be there for Fantastic Four on the 26th. So I'm talking shit, but I'm going to go see it.
I was about to say I need to put two honorable mentions in my list. Fantastic Four as well as I like Doctor Strange. A lot of people don't really mess with Doctor Strange, but I fuck with Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Yeah, word.
Y'all see that movie, please, so I can invite y'all to come to the review for Fantastic Four. Because when I do that, please go see that if y'all get a chance.
Yeah, how'd you feel when Michael B. Jordan was Flame randomly? Or Torch. I call him Flame. He's Torch.
I'm gonna just tell you, bro. Brody, it's him, bro. Like, it's him, bro. It's him, bro. It's just him, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, anybody else could have played that, I would have gave it a pass.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know yeah.
But Michael B. Jordan, it's just him, bro. And shout out to
Yeah.
him. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it
He did
was
his
just
thing as
him, bro.
Killmonger.
Killmonger. Bro,
Yeah.
you gonna make me. I don't want to do this. Look, I'm gonna just say this.
Do it. Do it.
I'm gonna say this. A lot of people rock with his acting. You know what I'm saying? I think to me, he sometimes gets a little cringe. I rocked with him on The Wire. I rocked with him on The
For
Wire.
sure. For
I
sure.
rock him on The Wire.
For
But he
sure.
does get a little bit cringe to me.
Yeah.
To me,
Yeah.
you feel
No.
me? But that Fantastic Four was trash. I think the ones before that were Chris Evans was I think Mr. Not Mr. Fantastic. Johnny Torch.
Yeah.
Real live version was cool, but
Yeah.
they gotta land this one. You can't have three bad
Right.
Fantastic Four.
Right. Facts. No funny shit. Damn. Yeah, no funny shit. Yeah, I'm mute. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
My bad. Shit.
It's all good.
I was asking, what part of DC are you from, and how was it growing up there?
Okay, so yeah, I'm from Southeast. It's Northwest, Northeast, Southwest, and then Southeast. So Southeast is Ward 7 and Ward 8. I was born in Columbia Hospital, which is no longer around. It was a women's hospital. It's a DC exclusive hospital like Howard Hospital. If you was born in Columbia Hospital, you are a part of DC history because that is no longer a hospital. So shout out to Columbia Hospital. Growing up, it was cool, fun. I had a big sister and a big brother. They ended up having a little sister. Both of my parents came from, I say it's two sides of Southeast. It's Southeast with a T and then Southeast with an F. My parents from the one with the F. You feel what I'm saying? I'm from one with the T. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the Southeast. You feel me?
Yeah.
Not saying it don't get grizzly everywhere in DC, but Southeast it do get a little bit popping around there a little bit more. My parents grew up on that side. You know what I'm saying? They grew up in Berry Farms. If you look up, Berry Farms, it's a historic DC neighborhood. My mom and my dad's side grew up in Berry Farms, both of them. My dad lived around the corner from my mom, so they grew up in the same neighborhood. That's how they met each other. My grandma came from South Carolina down south, so they were kind of down south during my grandma had an 8th grade education, so you know what I'm saying. Berry Farms was kind of like a good place to go. It was affordable, and my parents my father did his thing. My dad and them. My uncles, they did their thing. They, ran how they ran. And, I was kind of just raised by guys who ran the streets, but also failed the streets. So I kind of got the map a little bit earlier than everybody. So I think that saved me from wanting to really be involved with a lot of certain shit. Cause I was like, I had my dad who was telling me about it. And, he was showing me about the band. My mom telling me about his life. But I saw early, I'm like, but this nigga got kids and none of them bands is here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and being real. I'm just being real. Not how he was living, but I'm seeing the pictures. He like, I got 4,000 a day, and I'm seeing that, and I'm like, but now you taking care of kids, so that made that balance. Let me see like how hard they threw bricks at the wall to make sure we didn't end up like how they grew up. You know what I'm saying? Which both of them grew up in poverty. So me and my sisters, we didn't really want for nothing. We was like middle class. Grew up in my grandma's apartment, then lived in another apartment. And then, you know, my mom worked really hard and she ended up getting a great job. My dad had a carpet cleaning business and they ended up getting a house. We still lived in Southeast though. You feel what I'm saying? So everything in the red zone, it was around us, but they made sure we really wasn't involved with none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like my sisters, both from Southeast, grew up very well, you know what I'm saying, to be very great women, you know what I'm saying? But they went to school. We ended up going to school in Out of Boundary in Northwest, which was a greater part of North of DC. But don't get it twisted. Everywhere in DC been popping forever. It's the murder capital for a reason. So, you know, my mother, we didn't go to they didn't want us to go to neighborhood schools. So we went to schools uptown. I went to a bilingual school. I went to a school where it was majority white kids, but they were still DC kids. You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't no difference, but I was just coming from Southeast. So it was two experiences, like seeing the kids from around my neighborhood, then going uptown to go to school. You feel what I'm saying? And then by middle school, things were still good. Like I said, my mother worked for MCI, which ended up turning to Verizon. You feel what I'm saying? She went to college. Yeah, she went to college. So she went to Johnson C. Smith. I ain't gonna knock my parents, like, you know what I'm saying? Like for her mother having an 8th grade education, they was like, we not gonna end up like my mom. So like my grandma. So she went to school, she be a Delta, she worked for Johnson C. Smith, went for communications, worked hard there. And so we ended up going to bilingual school uptown. And I'm just saying this because if anybody sees it, they'll know. We went to school uptown for a little while. And then after that, in middle school, I started going to school with, you know, black kids, Spanish kids, Asian kids, different race kids across DC. And DC people are authentic. So like they all were authentic, but you know a real DC person if you went. Everybody had a cool life, but you still had to watch out for things. And I think coming up for me in Southeast growing up was just the biggest thing, mind your business. If you mind your business, you stay out of certain things, you won't be involved in certain things. But I can't lie, in a lot of things, going to different schools. So middle school, met a lot of people. High school, I went to a majority. That's when things kind of changed for me. I can't even lie. Middle school, I was hanging out with different type of people. So I was like hanging out with Hispanic kids. But then when I went to high school, all black kids. You feel what I'm saying? That's when it kind of changed for me. I can't lie, for me, when I kind of tapped into my, I guess, bad side of myself when I was kind of wilding in high school. I went to school where it was right around Anacostia Station. That's when that kind of changed everything. I went from seeing certain things uptown to like, oh, it's turned up over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. I'm seeing kids. Yeah, we was fighting uptown and stuff, but niggas getting jumped every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they really like, oh, it's really beef with these, this, that, and the third, but I'm still knowing how everything moved though. But I still am curious. I was very curious. So I can't lie. Handsome guy, I was definitely in the mix. I kind of played my part. I didn't try to do too much. I just try to learn everything to just see how everything really was for myself, not my dad's side of what he was telling me or my uncles and stuff. So went to Thurgood, was messing around. They didn't have D's at this high school, so I ended up kind of messing around, fucking off. Went to public school because it was a charter school. Now, Anacostia, the school that's really turned up in DC, if you look them up, is Ballou and Anacostia. Those are like, you gotta have your head on a swivel at all points at this high school. All the light skin shit I was doing, all the handsome stuff I was doing, out the window. It totally changed my life. Like how looking at even how they like the education system, how, because I wasn't going to school in Southeast, I was just living there. So now I'm seeing how they're not at learning even the things I learned in middle school. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm the smartest kid, 12th grade. I'm like, dang, it's really a lapse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Seeing the conversations and the things that I'm talking about with the homies, and then I'm going uptown and hanging with my uptown homies. They get $60 from their parents when they just go ask them. You feel what I'm saying? And then they play in the streets, but their parents, they can still go home to their parents having a good life. And not knocking some people saying it wasn't some street shit going on uptown. It's some gangster shit that's gone up uptown. But I'm seeing the difference of like, oh, these kids really from like my neighborhood and from Southeast with the F. You feel what I'm saying? So it was just a cultural experience for me, even living in DC, seeing the different sides. So turned up around there. Met a lot more homies from around my way, and that kind of got me into my music, kind of getting into music and stuff. Just seeing what I was experiencing and going through. So through my probably like I say, I don't know how to explain how I grew up, boss lady. It was like I was just always in the mix of everything because I could always go hang with my niggas from Southeast, but I can go hang with the Armenian girls that go hang uptown in Georgetown. You know what I'm saying? Because I had that effect. I still knew how to play both of those fields and didn't mix either of them. You feel what I'm saying? And I had sisters who they didn't hang with anybody in Southeast. They hung with uptown guys, uptown girls, and they got their reputations from going to the parties and being girls that was on their shit. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of helped plug in both sides. So I definitely lived a life. I know I realized I have ADHD, so I kind of went everywhere just now. So I appreciate y'all letting me go. I don't
That's
normally
all good.
I normally don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I just normally I don't talk about it socially. If you know me. You know me as Pat Brady as the rap. And if you really know me, you know my name's Christian. You know what I'm saying? You know most people know me by Christian and not my rap name. The rap name is still like, or the social media name is how people make fun of me. They're like, yeah, that's Pat Brady. You know what I'm saying? But they know it's Christian. So I never wanted to make that a thing too, the rap persona a thing too, which is why I'm like, yeah, I may have hung around and been on some blocks, but I like Marvel too, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could do both. And
Facts.
the biggest lesson I learned from even hanging outside, my OG told me this one time. This is my dog. And this is when I was kind of like still like trying to hang out, do this, that, and the third, but then go to work at the same time.
Yeah.
He pulled me to the side. He was like, hey, you know how you see it? He said, look at all these dudes in front of you. It's a bunch of my homies. And most of these guys that was walking in front of me, y'all, are dead. They're not alive. You know what I'm saying? Dead in the streets. So this is when I'm 23. So he like, I'm 33 right now. He go, yeah, man, you see all them? He said, we're all losers. And I'm like, huh? He like, we do the same thing every day. You feel what I'm saying? He said, you got a job, you rap. This being my dog at the time, Dre. He's like, you on your own wave. He said, don't ever get off that wave for none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? You on your own wave. We know you in the neighborhood. You do your own thing outside of that. Follow your own wave. And after that, I kind of had a mindset of just like, nah, bro, I can do something different, bro. Niggas see something different in me that I'm hanging with every day from me being in the trap, engineering on the computer, learning how to engineer so I can record everybody. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to do YouTube so we can edit videos, and I'm learning with and asking people or just picking up stuff, doing music videos, getting finessed by music video guys, not responding a certain way. You feel what I'm saying? Having to do a business. Being around homies and people that I'm thinking they rock with me where it's nobody around me that's still going like me, that's in my lane. So mentally, I've gone through a lot of stuff with this, even living my own life and doing this social media and content creating. So, like I said, when I was like, once I started this right here, you know what I'm saying, adding this in the mix, my pops, he did whatever, but one thing he did was, my pops, his, what is it, locked up, I never been to jail either. I'd never been to jail ever in my life. My dad, everybody in my family has been to jail but me. I'm the only male family member on my dad's side that never been to jail.
Breaking the curse.
That's like a real thing for me. You feel what I'm saying? My mom terrified, like, what's going to happen with my son because of seeing my dad. And then my brother who's about to come home, he was facing 78. He did 25. You feel what I'm saying? So that's my dad's son. So like I'm seeing
Wow.
those things and living that life like, oh, I gotta live a little bit more careful because I got sisters and I got family members and my dad who decided who he actually got sick, got rheumatoid arthritis, changed his life. But before that was very deep into God. The reason why I even got a connection with God is my dad. Watching him, just he like, man, just keep having faith. The conversations I'm having with him, pulling back, having to take this. I could go forward full blast with everything I'm doing. My dad getting sick, and I'm the one that I'm taking care of him. So it's a lot of things that you gotta really realize that hey, if you don't have, like I said, God in your life or representing for the right reasons, it's not gonna come off right. So I'll take my time. Appreciate y'all. That's why I'm like, Soup was like, yeah, I'm gonna be late. I'm like, man, I'll do anything for her when it comes to anything because she showed me love even when she didn't know I was going through it. I'm like, as long as I keep bringing her this bag, we gonna keep doing this music, and we have a connection now, which about to maybe be like what 10 years. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Of us rocking with each other, and just her saying today, she was like, I'm not to put her on blast because she boss lady. She was like, hey, you pull up today to the stream. You know what I'm saying? I know it's late. I'm like, oh yeah, got you. Straight up. It's no question. It's no questions asked. So
Facts.
I just believe in everybody around me, and I hope everybody keeps believing in me. I mean, that just goes with my story of where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? And where I'm trying to go. And it was extensive, but you gotta know the whole thing to know like where I'm really trying to go with this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
So,
No, we appreciate that because I didn't even know all that, you know? And like you said, we're probably 10 years deep and I didn't
I
even,
ain't tell you shit. I'm
yeah,
just like,
I didn't know
hey,
the whole background,
boss
you know?
lady, I gotta play. Hey, I got a single and a play. Sometimes, look, and Skom, sometimes I'm thinking, damn, and this is now I'm saying, I'm like, is she rocking with the joints? Is she rocking with me for real? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But I'm like, I'm gonna keep
yeah,
rocking with her because I'm like, she wouldn't be rocking with me if that's the case.
right,
And
yeah,
then I knew she rocked with me one day when she gave me her real number. I was like, all right, we rocking with each other.
yeah, word.
Wow, I'm sending her messages off at the work like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna get this to you, boop doop bop. So
Yeah,
I'm glad we still
Wow.
rocking and that she's still rolling in spite of moving, you know what I'm saying, and doing different things I've seen her do. So I'm glad that
appreciate
she
that.
got me on here and I'm thinking that we just thought it. I was like, man, I'm like, I want to ask her, but you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna just wait till it's right, you know what I'm saying, and look how that go.
Yeah, I had you on the list. Our guest today,
Yeah.
he has strep throat, so he was like, I can't make it today. I'm like, don't even worry about it. I know the perfect person who's gonna come on tonight regardless.
You hear
Right.
me? Regardless. If I'm off, I'm ready to fly. Especially with supporting you. So that's we what's up.
We appreciate that.
All right, so quick question, right? So how is the love and support for rappers in like the DC DMV area?
Man, honestly, I feel like this.
Hmm.
Once again, just getting in just on a deeper aspect, I feel like spiritually, DC is built off politics, you know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
I feel like it's just a lot of just bullshit behind that. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel
Yeah.
like spirits transfer to areas,
Hmm.
energies, and it's just a scummy city. You feel what I'm saying? Like when it comes to just the politics of things that
Word.
are just going on morally in the United States that run from this one city.
Right.
So going back, excuse me, we're going back to like even my dad talks about his era, how they were just everybody was just sliming each other, and then it's in the streets, and I just feel like the
Hmm.
energy spreads just everywhere of just sliming it. So as
Yeah.
much as it's probably everybody says it's everywhere, man. It seems like the people from your city don't rock with you the most. You damn right. You right. You absolutely
Yeah.
right. Cause
Yeah.
I can't lie. When what's it called? I don't like everything that people I know that's grinding that I know from elementary school to do. So I might be like, I ain't really rocking with that.
Yeah.
But what I try to do is now is have more understanding for it. Looking what I
Right.
do, I'm like, okay, I may not rock with it, but keep going, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And if they
Hmm.
send something to me, keep going. But most definitely the love is like fickle. But if you have your fan base and grind, I think it can grow. But I also think that if for DC is error based. Sometimes it gets a little bit more than dick riding and networking than they believe. I feel like sometimes the people that are up in opportunity, the reason why things don't grow is because they don't grow into the community and things they can do. I did my work, like I said, with even Honorable Instinct, which was my clothing line / like what I was doing for the community. Anything we did for clothes, I made no profit on that during COVID. Most of that money was going to organizations to help kids with after school programs, kids with programs in college, Section 8, things like that help the city. So when you're a big time artist and you don't come back and really touch the city, shame on you. And that's why they don't grow. That's why nobody grow, because they're like, dang, how can you really affect the city? And I think that's why like go-go, which is the big genre in DC, is still a thing that's so close to people in DC, because it's still something for the community. Yes, you can go to the club and go see a go-go band, right? But every other weekend when it's warm, they might be going down to community center doing a show for everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Where everybody in the community can come and go see go-go. And not calling out any guys, the top people, you can, if you know the top guys from DC, they're touching down doing free shows. Yeah, you can give so-and-so a feature, but how can you touch his community? You feel what I'm saying? Where you like, hey, let me come around there and talk to the kids. And okay, I'll give you an example. Where I live at, it's a bridge disconnecting Southeast from the rest of DC. So there you go right there. After you cross the bridge, it's a totally different on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a total difference. You'll see bars on one side of the Anacostia Bridge. You'll go on the other side of the bridge. You'll go to the bus stop. It's a TV plugged up to the bus stop. It's a bunch of aunts, niggas huddled up at the bus stop. This is no lie. So I've lived in somewhat the same neighborhood my whole life. You feel what I'm saying? On and off. Same thing. So boom, you go across the bridge, it's something different. So I used to work at FedEx. Across the bridge, literally across the bridge. This neighborhood that I literally grew up in, they had things that were more cultural. It was more of a urban side of the city at first. But it had its $1 million homes. Don't get it twisted. That older folks that been there, Caucasian, black, white, Asian, that lived there for years. That's real DC people that's had their homes there for years. Once gentrification happened, things got a little bit different. You getting people from Oregon, people from Texas that's coming there from jobs. And I have homies that hang with people from gentrification. There's 2 different type of DCs now. You feel what I'm saying? And going along the sports with the Capitals and the Nationals added on, winning championships, that brings more. Well, they want more new things coming. So we got Capitals fans from people that was born in Kansas. You feel what I'm saying? They don't really like the team, but this is a good date night. But it's somebody like communities that haven't ever seen a hockey game, but tickets are $400. But that's here, there. So one Christmas at FedEx, I look outside and it's a big ass tree. I'm talking about the whole community is out with. They're like, hey, we're giving out free donuts and coffee from Starbucks for everybody that comes to this tree. Yeah, I guarantee you, Lord in heaven, I've lived in Southeast since I was a kid. I ain't never seen that in Southeast a day in my life from anybody that can do it. So if the community right across the bridge can get Dunkin' Donuts to, okay, we're going to give out coffee and donuts to everybody coming to watch the tree. Why can't you do that across the bridge with somebody who's like, hey, let's go across the bridge, get a Christmas tree. If you, okay, in Southeast, get police. You can get that pool, get police, pass out donuts, and show the kids something different across the bridge too. You feel what I'm saying? And seeing your favorite rapper like, hey, now I'm casting that stream saying, bro, you making me look crazy, but I'm in Southeast like, hey, bro, here's donuts for the kids. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm really from DC, you feel what I'm saying? If I'm really don't run from the community. You feel what I'm saying? Because those are the ones that really mean the most. You feel me? And I know that from experience. Shout out to my god brother. I'm shooting this plug in, Mac Wild. I said my god brother, my brother-in-law. You feel what I'm saying? That's my brother-in-law, Mac Wild. That's my niece's father. He was on The Wire. A lot of people DC love the show, that love that he shows to them is why Mac has been able, thank God, to move around DC how he wants to move whenever. He's from Staten Island. He is nowhere near from DC. And
Yeah.
he walk around DC and they like, Mike, that's Mike. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
he'll take
word.
the picture. He'll show
Word.
up at this event. That's something that DC to show love. Like, man, and he's not even from here. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We got DJs from Delaware fighting for DMV free car music, which is the free car youngins talking about straight killing in regular disco techno clubs and gentrification clubs. So it's the area of that, like the top dogs not looking out. So why would the bottom dogs look out? And then also as well, it's beef in the city. I mean, from where I'm in my neighborhood, niggas beef. You know what I'm saying? Right next to each other. Like I said, I went to Anna. That was like a war zone of everybody, all hoods in the same type of thing. You feel what I'm saying? In one school, it's popping. So that stops it too. You feel what I'm saying? That's gonna stop it too. The beefs in the streets. But I mean, if you really, that's why I'm like, I think my music is so neutral. And how I play it is so neutral because I'm like, I want to work with everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't care who you beefing with, but if you beefing crazy, I can't lie. I wouldn't. No. I just want to do music with you because you beefing crazy, and I feel you're beefing crazy. But yeah, definitely the love in the city is, bro. It's where you get it. I appreciate the one motherfucker that's just posting two. I got 2-3 people posting my stuff from the city. I'm like, thank you, bro. Because I remember sometimes when Spinrilla was popping, dude, my whole neighborhood was playing Pat Brady. And then times changed. I started having shit going in my life. I lose some of my fan base. So you got to just appreciate the people who there for you and let it come how it's going to come. Network how you going to network. But, like, I don't be controlling that shit. That's why I don't be taking it personal. I be like, I'm going to grind. And then when I'm on that billboard, everything we done till this point, everybody gonna be rushing to go see what's up with Pat Brady. Like, oh my God, why wasn't I hip? And that's Christian too, even though they already know that. Know that they already know that.
Yeah, we get it. Trust me, we get it.
They already know that.
I wanted to ask about the relationship between the go-go community and the rappers. I know that you talked a little bit about it, but
I can't even lie. I love go-go. It was a point where probably half of my iPod shuffles, I was the go-go plug. It was used to be this forum called Go-Go Central. All the real internet go-go heads know about this. It was like a central for forums where if you was in this forum at a certain point, you was getting all the exclusives, you know what I'm saying, CDs and stuff. My bro Block, one of the big bands, Reaction Band, his brother started the band on the keyboard, so we used to go to there. Go-Go was a big part of either, before rap, y'all, you was in a go-go band. 98% of the rappers that are popping right now was in a go-go band before they started rapping. You feel me? Go-Go ran our lives. It ran the hood beat. Like I said, some of the hood beats were in go-go's. 1,000%. We had crews in go-go's. Like the biggest crew, I tell people this all the time, they think it's a joke. The biggest crew in the DC area, Maryland, Virginia, I'm gonna just say go-go did touch the whole DMV. I would say that. I'm not gonna say it may have been authentic to DC, but it touched everywhere. The biggest crews were a gay crew called the Check It. They were the biggest crew in DC. You can look it up. They even have a documentary about this. You feel what I'm saying? So it hit all types of facets of go-go. And look, the go-go bands, it was respect for them, just how respect for the regular hoods. You feel what I'm saying? Because their actual crew was part of a real hood of niggas that was going hard. That was like, that was the crazy part. I'm talking about it'll be in the go-go. It'll be, like I said, it'll be 4, 5, 6 different hoods. The Check It is 400 deep with girls, gay men that are men, like men that go to jail, but they're buff. And the go-go band saying has a whole song dedicated to them. Or maybe a hood from out Kentland in Maryland, which is not DC, where it's the Kentland Zoo, where that's taking over the whole club, where it's 50 people doing a train in the club. If you in their way, they knock you out the way. You feel what I'm saying? So rappers used to be on go-go. Most of the songs, like some songs were even better as go-go songs. Do your history on Gucci Bandana. I want y'all to go listen to Gucci Bandana and Soulja Boy. Then go listen to Gucci Bandana and Reaction. I want y'all to go listen to Pieces of Me. Who made that song? Who made Pieces of Me? Who made Pieces of Me? I'm about to fact check right now. Hold on. Who made that song? Hold on. Pieces of Me.
It's not coming to my brain.
Ashley Simpson.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I thought we were still talking rap.
No, I'm telling you how it goes. Like just how like music, like the rap, anything, just music, just how go-go was a part of that. So Pieces of Me, right? Ashley Simpson. That's my homework for y'all. Gucci Bandana, Reaction Man, and Rare Essence, Pieces of Me. Those songs went platinum. You know what I'm saying? And they added their own rap verses. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes go-go songs would make their own songs. You feel me? Like Wale took a lot of songs from go-go songs that was art, like Bait.
Right.
TCB made a song called Bait. That was a TCB song. Total Control Band. Pretty Girls. That was a Backyard Band song. You feel me? So I think he touched go-go, and then I think that unfortunately, why go-go couldn't coexist with rap is because of how dangerous it was making the streets. So DC kind of shut down all the go-go spots, which is why I feel like everybody kind of moved to rap. You feel what I'm saying? Because go-go started dying. It started moving out far in Maryland, where it might be a 40-minute drive to go to this go-go spot. We might have to go to Virginia to go 20 minutes out, where it was when it was 4 clubs in Northeast, or it was, but you know, some of them clubs started becoming dangerous. You feel what I'm saying? Some clubs I did not go to without anybody, or I didn't go to. I'll give you 2 spots that it was dangerous 1,000% of the time, and look at the names. Mad Chef, you know what I'm saying? And what was it? Mad Chef and the Bryan Manor. These spots had spots where I think the Bryan Manor, you had to walk down through a forest and through a road, and then say you in the club and the rapper, your favorite rapper from your go-go band, shouting up your hood all night, and then you run into 50 of those guys and it's only 4 of y'all. You might be running on a highway. So I think all those things influenced the culture. I think the go-go culture influenced the rap for sure, because everybody turned to that. And then times changed, and you know, like the streets and stuff like that. DC just on straight. I don't think it's no money getting it all. The young is just straight on sliding and spinning. You feel what I'm saying? And that's coming off in the music now. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not about how the rappers used to make songs about, you know, girls, which was go-go music. They making songs about clapping. Before twerking in DC, it was girls they were clapping. You know what I'm saying? It was a way of twerking before twerking in DC. Now it's like that art form is dead. So I think go-go not being a strong presence anymore really affects the music. You feel what I'm saying? And I think it's been some artists who's tried to sample go-go. Shout out, I'm gonna just give them their props to artists that I think that aren't big besides Wale. Who we can say, it was an artist named Big Vo. He's from Maryland. I don't even know him, but I followed him off a page. You know what I'm saying? So I'm shouting him out, and he's off my mind. It's an artist called, I don't know if y'all heard of him, if he touched up north. His name is Ankle John Nasty. He went on the radar and did a sample that was hard with some go-go. So it's some people still trying to sample it, but yeah, he's in the New York circuit. He's up in the New York.
Yeah, he has a record with Dash.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
He's somebody I went to high school with, but not keeping up with his career. But I just know he's doing that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And transparency. We don't even. It's some things. Transparency. We don't even rock with each other on certain aspects. But I'm gonna give him his credit where it's due. Like the boy is on another level, and I think he's one of the top in the knot of motion. Him, like people like Lil Zelly, who was from Rockville, Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Ox from DC though. But Wi-Fi God, it's a lot of different underground
Mm-hmm.
artists that's not just talking about street stuff. So,
Yeah.
I think Go Go was the biggest part of starting the musical influences for everybody rapping. You know what I'm saying? Because when you was rapping, you was a loser. You know what I'm saying? Before Go Go. If you know us in the Go Go band, you was a loser. And then people like Tabby Bonet put him in the pocket, who was before Wale. Then Wale,
Shit.
yeah, put him in the pocket. He was
That's
before
my
Wale. That
shit.
was our first rap like introduction. Like, oh, somebody
Yeah.
at my age. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. And they had a
Yeah.
go-go pocket. Then Wale killed it with Nike boots, and then Fat Trail. Then
That's all.
Jai Glizzies and all that stuff started
Black
happening.
Mm-hmm.
Cobain was nice too. I thought Black Cobain was nice.
And he was from Virginia. He was
Yeah.
with BOA, but he was rocking
Yeah.
with Wale. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
But what's it called? Tell them to do their homework. I've been on this for a while. You got to know what's going on. So I've been watching the scene change, but I keep my commentary to when it's necessary. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to knock anybody's hustle, how they've gone, how they've gone. But like I said, with the Wale guys and whatever, I just think the biggest thing, what you said with the hating thing, is everybody's ego, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like you get a little bit popping, they start booking you in DC for some venues, your name on a flyer, and then it's fuck everybody. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, hey, one rapper that knew me brought me out for one show. Sexy Red brought me out one time. Fuck everybody. You feel what I'm saying? And it's no growth from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we should be doing mixtapes, and that's what I was doing in my neighborhood. Unfortunately, a lot of guys got killed, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we were doing, I'm like, hey, let's make a neighborhood with everybody from the block. And hey, let's make a neighborhood where I made a mixtape called Brady Bunch, where I put a bunch of people I knew in DC, underground, up and coming, and that's how it's supposed to be. But you know, when it's more about business than the fun part, which is be blowing me sometimes, which is
Yeah.
what you need.
Yeah.
Come on, dog. And then the finesse aspect too. Like, I work with an artist, right? Like I said, I ain't bold enough not to say I didn't got finesse. You feel what I'm saying? This artist game. And had to press the issue. And press the issue. Me, I'm like, hey, I tell niggas this. If you finesse me, hey, bro, you on some other shit, but God be with you, man. I wish you best of well, luck, whatever. Cause they gonna need me before I need them. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Anybody
exactly.
ever finesse me, I guarantee you, they not where they want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not where they was when they finesse me. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't do the finessing of people, but I really think that DC scene stepping out. It's going crazy with the free car stuff right now, but I think it's still a lot of artists underground that's making more music than that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Does DC claim Wale for real? I know the answer, but for the people that don't know the answer,
Bro, it's so I knew it's the thing is that it's when you know people, bro,
yeah.
everybody know people. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
Mhm.
I could blow it tomorrow. It's guaranteed. I went to school with that guy all through DC. I went to all through DC schools. It's too many Maryland people, one, that know him. That's
Yeah.
number one. In places that's too far. So whenever you bring that up in this area, everybody says from the area he's from, I'm not gonna put him on blast. They say, hey, yes, he is from this area. We do not know why he says that. He is from this area. It's facts.
Yeah,
Now,
that's cool.
I give Wale this. I'm going to give him his flowers of this because a lot of people don't want to do this. Wale
Right.
opened the door for rap in DC 1,000% and putting a light on us. I would never ever take that away from him. His pen, vicious. Wale is a great artist, bro. I feel like without the situations of, I feel like his attitude, if his attitude would have changed, I say he's up there with Kendrick and J. Cole. I've been saying that since he came out. If he would have had that flight up, but acting like a sucker in some situations has cost him a lot of attitude because you represent DC. You feel what I'm saying? I love. He's had platinum hits. I will defend that. But like I said, personality also affects how people look at you as an artist. You feel what I'm saying? So if I'm looking at you act like that, I'm like, bro, that's how you make DC guys look. And then you're not really from DC. You feel what I'm saying? So it's making it even worse for us to even let it slide. You feel what I'm saying? You see why Gold Link went so crazy, even though Gold Link turned into a lane when he started talking about Mac Miller.
Facts.
Gold Link is from Maryland, but he got DC peoples. But everybody in DC crew was a victory lap. We was like, yes, we needed something, and we got Brent Fires. He's like, I went to Broccoli Fest. We backstage, bro. He gets love. Like, niggas fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? And his crowd, I'm in the crowd. I was actually shocked that he had a big fan base in our area. So I know when you really tap in, you tap in. And Gold Link was like, all right, I'm going to tap in with somebody and let's make it hit. Wale will put you on a mixtape. You feel what I'm saying? He not putting you on bait. He not putting you on coppers with Nicki and Juicy J. You feel what I'm saying? You DC Chillin' should have been with Tally Bonet or something. You feel me? And it's a level of things of just, I don't want to just take a picture with niggas. I don't stop taking pictures. Let's really do it for real. And then on top of that, with just little stuff, and I'm gonna just do this, just personal. It was a clothing brand. We'll just say, for instance, when you do give Buddy some go. Clothing brand, because me and him have gotten to it on Twitter multiple times. Me and him always get into it until I stopped being a Twitter. This when I was a Twitter hot. So a clothing brand gave some shirts to Ray Schumer, right? They gave some shirts to Ray Schumer. Ray Schumer throws the shirts on, goes performs. Of course, with excitement, the clothing brand is like, man, like Ray Schumer like tagging, doing a post. On Lord of Heaven, Wale puts in the post in the comments, man, I wore this all the time across the globe, and I never got a post like this. Bro, of course I did this. I said, this is, so my god sister, my peoples that got me hip. Did you see Wale comment in the E-joint type shit? So she like, I'm like, oh, all right. I'm like, oh, all right, what's it called? I'm like, let me go look. I see the comment. So we start commenting like, bro, you supposed to represent with no question asked anyway. This is a DC brand. So it shouldn't be anyway about no tribute shit. So immediately he's responding to everybody. I do this. Bow, boom, screenshot, got you. You know what I'm saying? So I went on Twitter and I said something, and this dude who's a Twitter honey, you know what I'm saying? He saw what I said about it. And he was like, what you mean? And I was like, I went ahead and sent the tweet. He retweeted. It started going viral. So everybody was it's little stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? Where you down the brand because Ray Schumer at the time was like at the all-time peak. And at this point, you wasn't. So, and I remember these guys were, the people who made the clothing brand was handing the shirts out in a bag. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so this was a big accomplishment for them. But instead of reposting it and saying, shout out to my guys, you wanted a fucking paragraph about why. So when the Kai thing happened, I'm like, yes. All these years, everybody just called me like I was just tripping.
Yo.
On everything I love. If one of the free car rappers, I don't know if y'all know about No Savage or Hip Hop or those guys. On everything Nino paid, those guys, they would have literally said, Kai, what's good, bruh? Dapped them up. If they would have said who that was, they would have clipped that and said, oh, Kai even noticed who I was. You feel what I'm saying? And the youngins don't give a fuck about that. They got their own motion. They don't care. They like, oh yeah, bet. What up, Kai? Boom. First of all, bro came back, and I've been waiting for it to come out of a publicity stunt. He came back and literally said, you making me look crazy. I'm like, and me and my big sister just have a running joke with him about him. So we just like, she sent me the tweet and said, look at the first one when he said like he didn't know who he was. I was like, she said to me, I really hope he doesn't kirk out about this. I wake up the next morning and she sent me a tweet. He's walking up to him. I said, oh my God, bruh. We can't get a win in DC, bruh. We can't get a win. We can't get a win. We're rappers. We can't get a win. Even the story of when people don't even know, he said when Jay-Z first met him, he lost his outfit. He lost his luggage. This is YouTube documented, y'all. I'm looking right at the camera.
Yeah.
He lost his document. He lost his bags. So he only had like a white tee on and some little airport fit on. Jay-Z was with everybody from The Rock. Emery wasn't home yet, but God damn it was everybody from The Rock.
Right.
And I'm not putting nobody on a pedestal, but Jay-Z said to that nigga, this how DC niggas dress? In front of the crew. And he said he just laughed it off. I'm like, oh, Jay-Z, I know your fat nose ass ain't about to.
Yeah, word.
I said, oh, I would have been like, oh, don't try to bid on me. Chill on me, Jay. Hold up, bro. I would have said something. He said he got, bro. That's what he thought. He said, this how DC niggas dress? And Jay know he dead wrong. He did my President's Black remix in Love nightclub. He know DC niggas don't dress like that.
Yeah.
That was just because he literally was moving work in Maryland. He is known, not even trying to tip. He know DC niggas is fly. He's probably like, what the what? That was just getting that shit off. You feel me? If I didn't have an outfit, Skom, if I didn't have a fucking outfit, I guarantee you I would have been at the mall off that flight, getting a fit real quick, getting fly. I never would have worn my airport clothes to the show.
Yeah,
Lord in heaven.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, a DC nigga would have got a white tee, some black jeans, maybe some nice ass designer shoes real quick, and call it a day and performed. And that would have been the end of the story.
Right.
It wouldn't have been none of that. No flip-flops, no sandals, whatever. I don't, because he's African, bro. So I'm not even trying to bid. He really is. So I'm like, bro, the potential of where he could have been at, it really hurts me at the end of the day, because I know the potential of who Wale as an artist could be. You feel what I'm saying? And his trajectory has been held back from not being a real DC guy. And when you don't be a real authentic, the real DC shines. The fake, it always ends up being shown like how it's being shown. I'm just being completely honest with y'all.
DC really sounds like Boston for the most part.
I wanted to say it, but I was looking to say, I was like, you know what?
But that's the thing about like major cities that are not major in the hip hop map. You know what I'm saying? Like we all kind of have those same struggles where like there's always like that one person that's representing, and you're like, why are they the spokesperson for Boston? Please.
Come on, bruh. But that's somebody. Look, you gotta always realize though. But I had to realize too, this somebody homie, cuz you feel what I'm saying? So like, if he knows somebody and he's certified, I'd be like, all right, cool. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's how if somebody from DC knew you, you may have went out Maryland and lived for a while, but like with Shy, his peoples is really from 37. Like actually for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? No matter what he be on, you feel what I'm saying? No Savage. They're really from 37. Like they really from there, all them related. Like even my No Savage CVS story. I worked at CVS right down the street, kind of like from 37. And this was like right before No Savage kind of blew. Yeah. So I root for these guys because I see them in real life. Yeah. He comes in off a decadent. He does some wild stuff, crashes the car, crashes the whip. You know what I'm saying? He come in CVS, he like fucked up. And I'm looking like, oh, there's No Savage in my head, but we don't do dick eating. So we just like, well, I'm like, what's up, bro? What's going on? He like, bro, I'm fucked up, bro. I just need some help, bro. I just crashed, bro. Please, bro, just give me some type of assistance, bro. I'm like, I got you, bro. Gave him top tail service. I'm like, bro, I just want to see you make it. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to get you on the service. I'm looking at the person who with him, not gonna tip. I'm like, why the ticket? You feel what I'm saying? And this shit going on with this. You know what I'm saying? So I they're still around and seeing the youngins, especially. I want to see them win. I remember when I was 16 and they got way more than when we got when we were 16. They getting
Facts.
deals. Nino
Yeah.
Pay, he's the biggest artist from this
Yeah.
area since Wale. I said it right now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
he's
saying?
out of here. Nah,
He's
for sure.
everywhere. He got the
For sure.
machine. And
So,
I'm in the studio with one of his old engineers that was like, no, I know his people. He signed and the machine is rolling. They press the
yeah,
button. He's
yeah,
on
that's
Lyrical
right.
Lemonade,
Yep,
XL Freshman,
yep,
Black Boy Max. They
facts.
they said we gonna drop because I don't even understand them yet. I'm still trying to figure them out. But as I got older, I said I'm not gonna put my negative connotations on people anymore. I go, you know what? That man is, I'm seeing him everywhere. He doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it'd be nice if I get to that level that he got at. He got it before me. That was God plan for him. You feel what I'm saying? So I salute it more than be like not try to understand it. Now, if the shit is ass, y'all, the shit is ass. Like I'm gonna be like, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. I'll tell you, I don't like
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? But
Well,
I sit around all day and don't just sit and criticize it. I'm sitting around all day with shorties. Hey, I sit with shorty and be like, hey, we about to watch all rappers from this area. I'm about to see who here. And I'll
mm,
sit for hours and just listen to random people. And I'll see 10 motherfuckers that's trash. But I might find somebody I like. You feel what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
at least I'm giving that support, what you should be doing, so I can give y'all names off the top of underground rappers y'all never heard of. You feel what I'm saying? That
Hmm.
I'm like, hey, and if I get to that platform, I'll be saying the same thing. You feel what I'm saying? I'll be saying the same thing. So it probably is the same way in Boston. I guarantee you, just like you said, a smaller city scale, and your same thing. Because I think the only Boston artist, and he may not be from Boston, y'all. Please don't beat me up, y'all. What's Buddy? White Buddy?
Millie's, yeah.
Millie's. He from Boston, right?
He's from Cambridge, which is actually the city that I'm from.
Is he
But
certified though? Is he cool? Like, yeah. Or he's Central C.
okay, me personally,
mm,
I'm gonna give him his flowers, and
yeah,
that's
nah, for
because
sure.
I
the
like that. I
chat
like
is
that. I like
cracking
that.
up right now on Twitch. I'm gonna give him his flowers, and the only reason I'm gonna give him his flowers, I hear different things about his story. I don't know him. He's a generation ahead of me type shit. Like, we didn't go to high school together, nothing like that. But he helps put people on that are from the city, and I can
Yeah,
respect that. So
facts.
that's where I give him his flowers. As long as you're doing your work, I don't care if you sold white or if you are just white. I don't give a fuck. That's just
There we
me.
go. I like how you just put that. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know how it is in other areas, because everybody say that. You know what I'm saying? But then like in Atlanta and places, all the motherfuckers, it's a new rapper. Some places like in Cali and Atlanta every day. But I
Right.
Mm,
can't. I don't know. Free car rapping. It's only thing about it, y'all. It's just that, like I said, with him, he's certified. The reason why I know with the youngins is just because, like it's just, I'm just not even trying to tip. It's just like, it's a lot of tipping YouTubers and stuff. If you really got your ears to the street and know what's
mhm,
going on, these youngins is really sliding. You feel what I'm saying? And then they
Yeah.
yeah,
go into the booth talking about it. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then people
So,
are decoding it on YouTube.
right
so
after.
and then if you know this person who knows that person who knows that person
Mhm,
who knows that person, like
mhm.
I'll give you an example. I don't know if y'all hip to a YouTuber. He's a DC YouTuber named Ant Glizzy.
Yeah, I know. Man.
Yeah.
He used to be in Glizzy game. Going
So
around.
his this is this small world. So everybody can say whatever about Ant. I'm gonna say this straight up. My godmother, her good friend is Barbara. You feel what I'm saying? So growing up with my god
Okay.
brother and growing up with them, his brother, who he always talks about, who's locked up, who's going super hard,
Yeah,
he actually is my god brother's brother. I know that sounds crazy, but
yeah,
basically my god brother's brother, his father had multiple
yeah.
kids. That's his son. So you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So Aunt Glizzy's brother used to be coming. I met Aunt Glizzy's brother. Like, Everything about Aunt Glizzy, whatever, is really, really real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to amp cuz. You feel what I'm saying? The muscle for not saying Shy didn't handle his own, but Ant was really in the streets around Potomac Gardens. Like, I used to get off at Potomac Avenue Station. That was their hood. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, bruh, I don't want to see 20 niggas at the train. You don't know how terrible it was for when the hood was right next to the train station. Because that is their hangout spot.
We know about that in Boston.
Boston's just like that.
Oh
yeah,
my
it's just like that, dude.
Bro, but look, the thing is, like I said, that goes with minding your business, having a mindset of just like, hey, I'm gonna mind my business. But Ant really, so the YouTube stuff, he's so wild, it's because he really is wild. So when everybody's like, oh, he's wilding, whatever, we go back to Ant Shooter, Ant Glizzy. I don't want none of that stuff to happen. No tipping.
Yeah, right.
YouTube is really his way out. You know what I'm saying? Like, this really a way out. So I think, but look, everybody doesn't fuck with him. But I was like, okay, if you out here doing goofy shit, he gonna bid on you. Just how if we was outside on the block or outside at a party, we'd be joking about you. So stop doing stupid, goofy shit. You feel me? He wouldn't be talking about you. And for characters like Fat Trail, characters he doesn't like, they beefing. Bro, I guarantee if Fat Trail goes on Ant Glizzy's platform, Fat Trail will go up. Everybody that has gone on Fat Trail's, on Ant Glizzy's platform that he promotes, it goes up, bro. It's all platforms. And even through his dumb antics, he says that shit. He said, man, Shy, fuck the bullshit. Come do an interview on Barberson TV. We can go up. Let's do it. He's willing to get past it because he sees the money on being on Say Cheese. He's the biggest rapper that turned into a YouTuber.
That show go crazy. Him and Shy do that.
Him and Fat Trail, he's on Say Cheese. He was on Academics. Nobody from DC reached that level except Ant Glizzy.
Yeah.
So I have to give him his flowers. And you know, like you said, it's real. Everything he was saying was real, for real. You feel what I'm saying? So that goes back to the Wale conversation. It's like Jeezy said, and it's not saying Pacific. It was on a recession. He said, I hear y'all talk that work shit. That's cool. That don't mean shit. I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know you. You feel what I'm saying? So if nobody know you, it's hard to be like nothing but give you your flowers. You feel what I'm saying? If I don't know you personally. But at least most of the rappers that's popping, I have some connection. I know this person's people's, or that person used to be with that person. You know what I'm saying? Or they used to be with those youngins, or they went to this high school with this person. They're like, oh, nah, I used to know him. You feel what I'm saying? That means something to me. You feel what I'm saying? And I know it means something to y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. I want to wrap up our questions with you because I just want to touch on a few general topics before we wrap up the show. Sure. What's next for you and what's next for Marvelous Blunts?
Next for me, new single next week. Whiskey Heat, dropping out my boy Ross the Kid, trying different sounds, doing different things. I'm staying consistent with my singles this year. Been on my photo shit, doing photo shoots, just really getting my face out here, making great content, and also as well, about to drop Mr. Ten Toes, mixtape coming soon, album coming soon. Just showing that I'm still running this. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in this heavy with music, and I still got a love for it. And I'm staying 10 toes with it. You know, definitely gonna have a lot of great records on there. So that's coming soon in the fall. With Marvelous Blunts, this is a consistent week thing. Once y'all to come to Marvelous Blunts, I'm gonna try to set that up with y'all. We can do
we'll set that up for sure.
Just keeping the content coming with the movies coming soon. So Superman's coming soon. Gonna have a review for that coming soon. When that comes out, Fantastic Four. I'm starting my new series, Marvelous Clash. So if y'all ever on PlayStation, whatever, Xbox, we can do crossplay where I do a sports gauntlet with random people, my guys, and we play about 3 different 2K, EA, Madden, NHL, golf, soccer. We play 3 games and see who's the best out of those games. That's been going on with that series. So yeah, man, just trying to just create, man, just use my creativity while God's giving it to me.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't have any kids yet. I just have nieces, so I have the opportunity in the room just to keep growing. What I'm doing with my life. And I'm just thankful, man, and I'm just appreciative that y'all brought me on, just to just really just kick it, man. So just a lot of stuff, music coming soon, and just way more content coming soon with YouTube.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, it's fire, bro.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you for being on the platform and sharing with us for sure.
Oh, honey, I appreciate you.
Absolutely. All right, let's touch on a few general topics. The first one, let's talk about Texas. First of all, pray for Texas.
Facts.
That shit over there is very, very tragic.
Yo, crazy. That I didn't know what's going on. And it was just like all over my like news feed and shit.
Yeah, I didn't know about it until I heard about the summer camp that flooded.
Man,
What happened to the summer camp?
It was, I think they said like 30 kids
shit.
died.
For real?
Yeah, from the flooding. There's like I don't know if
100
it's
plus.
a hurricane or does Texas
Like a
get that?
mud. I don't know if it's a mud flood or something. It looks like a
It's
mud flood
something.
or something like that. But it's like
Yeah.
100 plus people are dead, and it's
Yeah.
like keep
Oh, it
going
went
up.
up?
Yeah.
14 kids, 16 adults is what the chat's saying.
Their souls, man. No, I mean, their parents, man. That's crazy, man. Look, I'm gonna be real
Yeah.
with you, like, and with that situation, that is tragic. I'm out the loop with shit. I can't even lie. I don't be on social, and unfortunately, that's the news. You feel me?
Yeah, it is.
But definitely with the weather and stuff like that, I think in Texas it's hurricane season around this time every year, unfortunately.
Word.
Because I know somebody that skydives and she
shit.
has the boogie. They had like a little get together, skydiving boogie down in Houston last year, and it was
Yeah.
hurricane season and it was raining the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it gets kind of bad out there. So dang, man, that's definitely tragic. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
chat said it was a flash flood.
It was a
Damn.
flash flood. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, bruh, Mother Nature's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like every episode I say not to get political, that I start fucking getting political. But if we wasn't touching FEMA funds to do dumb shit, then maybe we could have provided support to the people in Texas. So really sad, really tragic.
And like you said, not even get political and stuff like that. That's why you just gotta really, on the end of this, even political aspect of just your life, you gotta have that stuff right. You feel what I'm saying? Because anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? Like that could be. Thank God it isn't us, but that could be us. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be
Yeah.
telling everybody, bro, like you really gotta be appreciative of life. That could literally be. And think how fast all their lives have changed. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody that's connected to them, the counselor, the people that run the camp, their families, brothers, sisters, aunts, who has to unfortunately get that call. So, man.
Yeah, I never really thought about like natural disaster type things because all we deal with in Massachusetts is fucking snow. But when I moved to Cali, like the wildfires and stuff, like that shit is very real. I had a brush fire on Sunday, dead ass, maybe 3 streets up from me. And I'm driving home and I'm like, oh shit, there's a fucking fire. And that shit was like 3 streets away from us. So it's different when you live in those type of environments.
I think we like there's tornadoes in Western Mass. I think I don't know, but I think so. Like in Western Mass, we have tornadoes and shit. Like light though, it ain't like Twister or nothing.
Okay. I was about to say, dang.
I don't think. I don't think it's not like that. I think it just comes through life and then it's out. That's his thing. I think so. Chad, let me know if I'm bugging. But I think like Western Mass over there.
It's raining and thunder. I'm in Virginia right now. I'm in Richmond right now. I be ducking off. You feel what I'm saying? And so I'm out here. It's raining out here. It's been hot as shit. In DC though, it gets real humid. So they said it was gonna rain all week. So that's most likely because the hurricanes down south that's happening. You know what I'm saying? Because it's definitely supposed to rain all week.
Yo, do y'all consider yourself East Coast or the South?
I think where I'm at right now, just being in Virginia, this is the South. You feel what I'm saying? Like in Richmond, this is the South. I definitely think that we're more of the North. You know what I'm saying? I think we more North. Still East Coast, but just more north to the north. You know what I'm saying?
DMV, I don't care. I claim y'all. Y'all East Coast.
Yeah, I feel like that's the
I
cutoff.
always claim y'all. like I always included DC. Like, now that's the East Coast, but I know
I feel
like
like the bottom half of Virginia is
yeah,
considered South. Like that's where my cutoff is.
I
But
feel like
like,
it's 50-50. Like Connecticut, half is New England and half is like New York and tri-state and shit.
yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean? Yeah, facts. So yeah, word.
I just randomly thought about New England because I was talking to my sister the other day. My 6th grade project when I was in 6th grade was we did states.
Yeah,
It's like states where you had to pick a state and then like make a suitcase full of stuff from that state and give information. A whole project. My state was Maine, and it was
I love Maine.
yeah, man, Maine lit. The
I want to
capital is
go. I've never
Augusta.
been.
You feel me? Yeah, I'm telling you, Maine, man. I never been up north except New York, man. So, God willing, like sometime in the next couple years, I always say I'm gonna go to Boston 100,000%. I need to
Yeah,
make that move 100% and just be up north for a second because I'm trying to see what it's hitting on.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, you'll eat good in Boston. That's the plus, you know?
Yeah.
The eats are amazing, but that's like the one thing I miss about home is the food.
Cali don't got that torch, don't they? They don't got no torch, don't they?
Yo, you know what it is? The tacos, amazing. In and
Yeah, I
out,
go eat
I'll
tacos
eat that
every
every
day.
day of the week.
Yeah,
But like
Del
I
Taco?
yeah, we have Del Taco. But I crave different things from different places. You know what I mean? Like there's no Caribbean food here. Like there's no
Damn.
there's no Haitian restaurant here. Like
that's crazy. I just thought about that. Well, there's one
yeah,
in LA, but it's like it's in like it's deep in the yeah.
yeah, I was trying to find the menu online because we were in LA and I couldn't find it for shit. And that's how I knew it was a real Haitian spot. And I was kind of like, I don't remember why we didn't go in there. We ended up getting Dominican
Whoa.
food and that shit was disgusting. So I
LA
know.
LA don't
Dominican
kill me
food.
for
I'm
that
kind of
either because Cali food was kind of trash. I went to LA. It was probably only the
It's
best
not
thing I ate out
good.
there was Del Taco, y'all. I'm not going to hold you. Went to restaurants, everything. And I was like, nah. I was like, there's no love out in this food, man. They ain't
Yeah,
put no
and
love
it's so
into it.
expensive on top of that. So it's like, if you want like a good plate out here, you are paying $30.
See.
They might give you a little drink,
see when I
but
travel, I don't even like. I don't even be like, you know what, whatever. If it's cool, it's cool. Because if I hold it to any type of bar or any type of expectation, I already know. So I don't even. I don't.
yeah. And the pizza's trash too, but
My nigga, listen. What? I was tight, but that's
you
another.
don't realize how spoiled you are, you know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
Especially on the East Coast. East Coast has got better food, bro. Like the
Yo,
whole from DC, Maryland, Virginia up to New York, all the way up
yo,
to Northeast, everywhere. Yeah,
yo,
we got good food on our
yo,
side,
yo,
bro.
bro.
Like that's just what it is.
Yo. Like we make delicious sandwiches. Like, come on. Like that and that's just regular. You know what I mean? That's like
I don't even get a breakfast sandwich out here. I get a breakfast burrito. Like that's how you know it's
Like
just
who
a
getting
different.
breakfast burritos? Nobody
I would,
getting breakfast burrito. You get a
and I would
sandwich.
never eat that if I was back home. I'd be like breakfast burrito, ew. But the breakfast burritos here are absolutely slapping. I will say
I mean
that.
it's solid. Like, come on.
Yeah, like the
Oh
Mexican
yeah, no,
food
no,
is
no, no,
top
no,
notch.
no. I agree. Cause I
Yeah,
definitely had a breakfast enchilada out this out when I was in LA. That thing was hitting with a coffee. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So I can't lie.
yeah. When I go to Cali, I stick to like Mexican foods and Asian foods. They got good Asian food and good Mexican
yeah.
food.
They got like real Asian food. Sometimes I
That's what
just
I'm
want
trying to
like
tell you.
I
Facts.
want that deep fried
Yes,
Americanized
nigga.
Chinese. They
Yeah,
don't have.
the
They
carry
don't
out.
have
Y'all
much
want to
of
do the
that.
carry out. Y'all want to
Carry
do the
out.
carry out. Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all want
Yeah,
the
on the
carry out.
East Coast, like the Chinese food is amazing.
Yeah.
That's Mass, that's Jersey, that's all
Yeah.
that.
I need to try authentic mumbo sauce, man. Like that's
Yeah,
I need to go to BC.
you gotta come to the streets, man. I
Yo, I
can't
need
lie.
that
Cause
authentic.
you don't get the
Oh,
authentic, and I grew up on mama sauce. My
yeah,
aunt used to actually the one of the historic carryouts Wasing in DC, Wasing. My
yeah.
aunt, that was her chill spot. So we used to stay getting food from there, bruh. Mumbo sauce, bruh. It varies now, but bruh, it'll change your life. I'm trying to tell you,
Yeah.
it's gonna change your life, bruh. With chicken.
Yo, that shit's like it's bright red, nigga. It just looks it's fire. Like that shit looks fire. But everybody makes it different, right?
Yes.
It's not like one signature mumbo sauce. So okay.
Yep.
Because
Some
don't
people
Baltimore?
sweet, some people like a little spicy, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like spicy sweet, so it kind of varies, yeah.
So Baltimore curry is different than DC's, obviously, right? Y'all don't do
Yeah,
like,
it's definitely different.
yeah.
I think that they have better like they just have better food in general, like you know what I'm saying, like subs and chicken. But DC carryouts have better, like Maryland kind of like close to DC borderline carryouts have good Asian food too, like have great Chinese food. So same thing like you said, like in the West Coast they have good Chinese food. They do have good Chinese food, especially up west, up in Seattle. They had some good. I went to a good little Chinese.
I want to go to Seattle. How is it? How is it out there?
Bruh, it's me, DC, Richmond, I want to have my dream home in Seattle or Washington, bruh. Seattle changed my life, bruh. Weed, gas, super gas, food was torch. If you go out there, I'm gonna be real with you. I got dreads, so like not a lot of people had dreads out there. It wasn't really cultural out there. So I was like one of one. You know what I'm saying? I dressed totally different than everybody. Like people was actually complimenting me like on the street, like, nah, like you look fly, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, okay, I rock with the West Coast over here. Even though I was acting like a grouch at first, I did go to Mount Rainier. You know what I'm saying? I did go to Mount Rainier, went on the mountains. It was an experience, man. It was just it was a really good vibe. And then we had some like real like Alaskan type of fish. You know what I'm saying? Like that, because you know Alaska's right there. So it was some authentic like. It was just it was just an experience that I would definitely want to do again during the summertime. It was like the fall time. But the gas, bruh, the gas is I think Cali gas has been the best gas I ever smoked out Cali. No funny. But Washington is right behind that. Seattle is they got gas out there.
Okay. I want to talk just a little bit of sports before we wrap it up. Talk about the NBA draft and kind of what's been going on with all the trades and the moves.
That's just been the draft is so bland, bro. I was like, yo, and I thank God I only seen clips, because if I watched that whole thing, it would have been hard. I've been hot. I would have been hot. No finish, I would have been hot. But yeah,
teams. Y'all like Boston, right?
Yeah.
How y'all feel about y'all pick?
Who's our pick?
Right.
That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. We are not invested into the NBA sports no more, bro.
Listen, yo, I feel like they didn't even do a good job of promoting it. I saw the draft was happening. I went on Twitter real quick. I said, "Oh shit, the draft's on." They didn't even promote that shit.
Thanks.
Because they don't care. They know we don't care. They know everybody just cares about sports betting. We don't care who's drafted. It's going to get 6 dunks tonight. They do not give a fuck about who the player is. Is he going to get 6 dunks tonight? I literally have people saying, "Hey, bruh, I be playing I don't play. I'm just letting y'all know. It's nothing against people who doing the what is it called, y'all? Come on, y'all. What is it called? This sports betting. What's the name for it?
FanDuel?
Parlay. There we go. Parlay.
Yeah, that's the Prize Picks.
I'm probably maybe the only person that don't do that shit, bro. I was like, I get so many. My homies send me emails that ain't never used their email ever, trying to get me to do a $50 request so they can get $50 points on another bet. I'm not feeding your addiction, bro. You feel me? And once that happened, y'all, that's why the draft isn't important. Because at least when LeBron, Kyrie, I love the Wizards. When we got John Wall and Bradley Beal, I was actually excited. I was like, I went and did my homework on these guys. No knock to the new rookies, because I'm going to shout them out. They got weird Instagram names. Trey Johnson, shout out to you from Texas. We just drafted him. Then we got my boy here. He look a little bit like Lonzo a little bit. Will Riley from out of Illinois. Bow. Shout out to him. That's all I'm going to give you, bub. Because I literally saw when I seen John Wall, you know the type of hype I had? My homies was telling me, hey, bruh, you know John Wall can run across the court in 2 seconds, bruh. He the fastest point guard in the league, bruh. Yes, that's going to get me to go watch the draft. Yes.
Yeah.
We know nothing about these kids for real because there's no superstars in the NBA no more.
Thank you,
They
bro.
have to be built literally off 2K. They got to throw them on the season and be like, oh, that's Jalen Brunson. Okay, I know who that guy is now. You feel me?
Yo, I'd
And
rather watch high school. I'd rather watch high school, bro. Them high school kids is balling. Well, like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's more entertaining. Like, and that's not a shot because they really balling though. Like they really.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
But
no.
yeah, I feel like I'm paying more attention to Cayenne Anthony than I am the fucking draft.
Nigga.
Like, go Orange.
Oh,
Don't worry about what
you feel me?
Gil's son going on. I'm like, he is Gilbert's son. He should be just like him. He was good with the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing. I'm
Yeah.
watching Gil kids. We watching their sons. Like, man, whew.
Yo,
That's how much we don't want to let go of an era of basketball. Now I know how everybody felt about Kareem and Michael Jordan and all the old heads that was telling us, man, this era. I know how they feel about when we came through it. Man, fuck Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Man, fuck that. You heard of LeBron? You heard of Dwayne Wade, Kyrie? So it's interesting, y'all. I'm not into basketball. And then also, I think what's turned away is the pricing of the actual games. You feel me? When I went to a Wizards game, my first Wizards game when I was 5, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? That was one of my memorable moments when my memories kicked in as a toddler. You feel what I'm saying? And now I remember our schools taking us to schools to Wizards games and stuff like that. That doesn't happen no more because the tickets are $200 and the Wizards are 18 and 90. They're 18 and 90. And the tickets are $200.
Right.
Yeah.
Come
It's
on,
crazy.
man. They killing the sport, bro. They killing sports.
Yo, y'all
Sports
think that?
betting- Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Sports betting and the lack of real embracing of the fans how it used to be. Like fans were a part of everything.
Nice.
Even when you go back to video games, there used to be cuts at the beginning of video games of fans saying EA Sports, it's in the game.
Yep.
Now, do they care about us? They won't even get. They throwing bobbleheads we didn't ask for. I don't care about this guy as a bobblehead. He has not been productive. We are literally 17 and 100. We lost 100 games. Why are we getting a bobblehead for a rookie today? Take away Papa John's night. Take away free T-shirt night. Take away free hats. Make us grind from when the Wizards had Jawan Howard and Rod Strickland when I wasn't getting a free T-shirt. You feel what I'm saying? I was getting the experience of them just playing basketball and playing hard. You feel me?
Right.
And then eventually they ushered in the Jerry Stackhouses and the Larry Hugheses and the Gilberts and the Antoines and the Karans. It became a thing. You feel what I'm saying? So I think just that connectivity to the people is lost from the people up top. You feel what I'm saying? The people who's running everything.
For sure.
That's why we don't care about the draft. We don't give a fuck that y'all rigged the draft. We don't give a fuck that Cooper Flag.
And it's so obvious.
Cooper Flag. Let me tell you about this man. Oh, go ahead, Sue.
Why do 6 team owners want to sell their teams right now? If it's so lucrative, why do they want to sell their team? Something is going on that we don't know about, and they're trying to cover up the fact that it's fucking boring. Like, I'd be watching games and I'd be like, what the fuck is this? Like, I feel like it's so boring.
Super boring, bro.
The top of the tip mountain of boring. You feel what I'm saying? Like, going to the bar and watching basketball be like, bruh, I came in for basketball. Now I don't care. It's the second quarter. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'd rather watch golf, I swear to God.
I'm here now. The finals. Look at the finals. I didn't watch any of the finals. I saw it literally on social media. I was like, cool. Okay.
Like, look at the championship celebration, all that. That shit was just...
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Even when the Celtics were in the playoffs, like, I watched a couple games, but I wasn't rushing to the TV. Like, I watched that last game because I knew that was probably going to be our last game, you know?
Yeah.
But do y'all think COVID affected this? Because I can't lie. Like, sports was more, it was lit. I can't lie. Well, you know what? I'm being selfish. Chat, y'all, I'm being selfish. Because I'm gonna be real with you. We went on a run. So, you know what I'm saying? The Mystics won in 2018, the championship. Then right after that, I think the Capitals won in 2018. That was the first championship ever for the city. The city was on fire. You know what I'm saying? Ovechkin is the GOAT. He's forever a DC legend. You know what I'm saying? Then right after that, the Nationals win their first World Series. Dog, I think, no lie, I almost cried that night. Well, I never thought in my life I would see the Nationals win a World Series. Y'all know about that life up there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know nothing but that life. You feel me? So
We're spoiled.
to see that live, I feel like sports was just so much more immersed at first. And then when it got COVID, made it kind of like that space, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when it became about money. They're like, we got to get this money back that we lost for all these years. You feel me? So if we look, can y'all make sports betting? They asked, the sports betting was illegal. Wasn't it illegal at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. The government turned their head. Not gonna get political, but like I say, I'm gonna get deep here, and I'm gonna leave it at this. I think that COVID, the sports services and the entertainment industry, they funded that, everybody through that. And so the back end, they said, you're gonna have to let people bet on sports. We need money, man. We need to funnel some money back into sports, man. So we gotta give. Something gotta give. That's my third eye. I'm done.
Facts. All right. We'll go ahead and wrap it up unless you guys have anything else that you want to discuss further.
Man, I appreciate y'all letting me come through and spill, man. I normally do this. I'm normally hosting, y'all. So this feel good just to just talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Just have a conversation. So I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming on. Let the people know where they can find you.
Man, follow me everywhere. Pat Brady for the socials. Pat Brady everywhere. Twitch for my Twitch, because I definitely be on Twitch playing games for real. So check me out on EA College Football 26. I got the early access, but my life has been busy, y'all. I am not one of the people that can sit in that. I've only played one. I haven't even played no hours, y'all. So please wait for that. And then follow me on YouTube at Marvelous Blunts, man. So Pat Brady everywhere, Marvelous Blunts on YouTube.
Hell yeah. All right. We appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much. This has been the Super Skom Show, episode 8. And we'll be back on Thursday doing a live stream, doing music video reactions.
So submit your videos, you heard?
Yup. All right. It's been real. Thank you, Pat, for coming on. We appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all owe me one. Y'all owe me a Marvelous Blunts, though.
Yeah, for 100%.
Sure. Oh, we pulling up for sure.
Yeah, okay, all right, because we going. Y'all got y'all format. I'm gonna have mine. So you know what I'm saying. Y'all be ready for that. We gonna have some DC questions too. You feel me? So
for sure. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.